You are boring. I'm about to expose almost every single gamer, yes, you watching and even me. Are you ready? We are hypocrites, we have monkey brains, we have the most severe cases of nostalgia, and we are utterly insane, and we are fat tubs of lard, and we stink and eat our own poop for 3 meals a day. 7 days a week. Okay, the last one, I'm going a little crazy. The last one might not be true, but let me cook for a second. This has been on my mind for a long time. Now, if you watch video game essays like me, you, like me, have been seen or have seen the same videos on your YouTube recommended, and even TikTok For You pages talking about gaming isn't fun anymore, guys. Gaming just isn't the same. Like, derp, shut up. Now listen, I've been taking philosophy, and I'm kind of deep. But for real, we were reading about Soren Kierkegaard, who was a very intelligent philosopher, and saying he's intelligent is low-key an understatement, and one of his quotes in his book called Either Or, which kind of wasn't written by him, but was written by him, it's a long story, look him up, I don't know, made me think about gaming in the nerdiest way possible, of course. It reads, "All who are bored, cry out for change." But this change that we all cry out for is to go to the past when the change is here, right now. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. To begin, AAA gaming is in a good yet sad state right now. Let me keep cooking. AAA games are what the majority of people think of when I say gaming. That's because it's the biggest name brands, characters, most marketing goes into these games, and these entities are everywhere around us, so we're more likely to buy from Activision instead of Deck 9, for example, which some of you probably don't even know who Deck 9 is or what Deck 9 is, the company, and that's my point. Majority of these AAA games are repeats of the previous. Call of Duty, FIFA, NBA, these games are the exact same every year, and yet our monkey brains, why is the camera zoomed in on me? Okay, keep buying these games when we know they'll be shit, and then we review bomb them on Steam. 2K24 is one of the lowest rated games in Steam history, but with at least a 3-year run of all these games being shit, what did you expect? Call of Duty fans get surprised that the developers mainly cater to the Warzone community that makes them the most money rather than multiplayer. Who would have thought? Me when the shitty publisher I bought a game from turns out to be shitty. Who would have thought? But we will still eat this shit up, and when you're not gaming, you watch Nadia shit herself in a pool. Like, come on, what are we doing? How have 2K games still not gotten their facial recognition software down when we have Epic Games meta to human scans and technology like that could allow them to do that? But no, put the dead guy on the cover for sales. No offense, but the same games and the companies produce the same garbage. There has been no innovation from games like Call of Duty for the past 3 years. Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 are all examples of this. We're dogs eating their own vomit, then puking it out and doing it again. And I have friends that have played 2K and they say it's fun. I played 2K 2020 when it was free on PS Plus over quarantine, and I had an amazing time playing it too. But playing the game over and over, I was starting to feel drained when I knew that I had to buy VC to even be somewhat competent against the other team. Monetization and microtransactions are killing gaming and giving developers unethical shortcuts to make progression feel rewarding, if you can even call it that. We're all growing up and getting more responsibilities, and these game companies know that. You're just coming home from high school and hopping on the game, but why grind for that beautiful Tracer skin in the Battle Pass when you could just buy tiers to skip progression? Why grind for the perfect African American specimen in 2K when you could just buy VC to speed up your progression? I mean, like, the whole point of FIFA Ultimate Team is to waste your money buying packs to build the ultimate team. How about you suck my ultimate? Do you not see the problem? When you hop on the same game over and over, day in and day out, of course you're going to get bored. In the fiscal year 2021, gaming publisher EA Electronic Arts generated approximately $1.62 billion in revenue from extra content sales for the Ultimate Team mode associated with its sports franchises. What are you guys doing, feeding them your hard-earned money? I thought we were mad at EA for what they did back with Battlefront 2. That whole thing got the most dislikes on the Reddit post ever received, but now here we are doing the same thing over and over again. Insanity. Y'all love referencing Voss from Far Cry 3 in his insanity speech, and coming from Ubisoft in the context of all of it, it's even funnier and ironic. Now, when you think of the more standard multiplayer games, you're probably thinking of live service games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Overwatch 2, CSGO 2, Valorant, Warzone, Rocket League, Destiny 2, the list goes on and on. Most gamers are playing these games for thousands of hours because we're comfortable with these games, and they're easy to just hop into a game real quick, barely pay attention, blast TikTok in the mic when you die and your friends can't hear anything. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Or you can get really competitive and sink your teeth into these games and really feel fulfilled when you climb the ranks, play in tournaments, etc. And that's fine, everyone's different. I'm washed in games now, so I just don't do that. I have 2,000 hours on Fortnite. I was a different person back then with less responsibilities, and so I played and played, but eventually over time I got drained playing the same game. I then switched from playing Fortnite to Apex Legends to having a little Minecraft phase. Then I started playing more single player games like Red Dead 2, God of War 2018, The Last of Us games, the Doom games, and I genuinely found more reason to love video games again. I went from multiplayer to single player, and it changed my perspective on games as a whole. And then when I went back to playing Fortnite and other multiplayer games, it felt fresh and fun. You gotta try new things. It also doesn't help that the gaming industry is made based on the hype of trends. You follow the trend, you make more money. Simple. I would say 2019 to 2020 was the peak of the battle royales in gaming. That's all I would play in the world as a whole, honestly. Fortnite, Apex, COD, PUBG, Fall Guys, Hyperscape, Realm Royale, all of these companies were fighting, trying to take a slice out of an already saturated market. And when battle royales are the only new and fresh thing on the market, that's all gamers that play multiplayer games play. Battle royale after battle royale after battle royale, switching after getting bored from one, but they're all essentially the same, so the boredom just hits 10 times faster. Apex Legends came out in 2019, capitalized off of the Fortnite burnout everyone was experiencing and the battle royale trend as a whole, and it took over the world. And introduced the idea of respawning your teammates into a battle royale so they can just hop right back into the game. Amazing idea, right? What did Fortnite and later Call of Duty Warzone add to their game? The ability to respawn your teammates. So now you, during the hype of the battle royale games, you are literally doing the same thing with the same mechanics in every game because they take from one another, but with different graphics and maps basically. And now all of these experiences are one. They combine mentally in your head. So the concept of video games are boring is the mental aspect of it all. And I think a big thing that is not talked about in these videos like mine are the content you consumed. It's one thing when you're playing the exact same 3 games every single day, but it's a whole other thing when you're playing the same 3 games every day and watching those games on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, etc. Let me give you an example. You hop on Siege for 5 hours a day, watch Jinxie on Twitch in your free time, and then your whole TikTok page, your For You page is Rainbow Six Siege. You talk about Rainbow Six Siege at school, and with your friends, all you guys do is talk about how one of you guys is better at Rainbow Six Siege than the other, and how you're better than everyone. This cycle of content being a big cause for burnout is rarely talked about, yet it's one of the biggest reasons that you are bound to get bored, because it's the same thing over and over again. And these algorithms that power YouTube and TikTok are so powerful that you will get videos recommended based off the games you've been playing on the daily. Uh-oh, here comes the Minecraft music. I think for a time, I just played video games because I had nothing to do. It was just kind of hardwired into my brain. Like with Fortnite's golden era, gamers were playing the game, consuming the content, talking about it at school, everything. Over time, it's gonna not feel the same as when it first came out. That's the issue with live service games too. They have to keep evolving for better or for worse because of money, and you can't please everyone. These people complaining about modern gaming still yearn for the good old days and want to change, and I understand that. But instead of looking around for current games, most gamers try to think of the past because it was better back then. Nostalgia is a crazy thing and can create an illusion that things were better than they really were. I miss the good old days more than anyone. Sometimes I just sit in my room quietly thinking about the days of no responsibility, but then you just gotta lock in and say, what happened, I'm here right now. Okay, alright. You're here right now. I want to emphasize that I love video games and everything they have done for me, bringing me countless hours of joy, fun, and the ability to have a creative outlet like I'm doing right now making this video. Wall break, fourth wall break. But I think the main problem is that we all played the same genre of games for a long time. We don't like change. It's in our DNA as humans to crave stability and comfort. But it's time to see what is now in the present. Because I'm sorry, when people say, I miss the old Minecraft, motherfucker, would you want to play the launch version of that game compared to now? Because if you, as a kid, playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360, the good old days where there was barely any features, got transported to now and saw all the amazing games out, all the new games that have come out, all the new games that are yet to come out, and Minecraft with its all new updates and capabilities of the way you can play the game, you would say wow and be ecstatic. Because it's your memories that you miss. The simple friendships, no stress of school or relationships or life responsibilities or a job or anything. The going home and hopping on the game on the 360 or the iPad or the PS3. It's the simplicity of life in your childhood that you miss, not the game. Minecraft is better now than it was before. Boom! I said it! Do I want to play Minecraft alpha version or launch day like the good old days compared to now? Fuck No! Remember, all who are bored cry out for change. People take this mindset of gaming is dead because they miss the good old days of whatever game they missed from their childhood. They hop on YouTube and look up how to have fun with gaming, or video games are dead, what should I do? Why are video games dying? And you always get some video about Minecraft, and for good reason. It's the best-selling game of all time and a huge part of millions of childhoods. You watch these videos and I say, I guess gaming is dead, guys. No, gaming is more alive than it ever has been. You went from 1970s with Pong to fucking 2023 with Baldur's Gate 3, and we're fucking bears now. I believe gaming has gone in a good direction because of the bears. I would argue that games now are better than the past, tackling topics that couldn't be tackled because of many different factors. They are better looking, sounding, playing, and they feel better and are more accepted in the modern world, and there is a big community, a good community, that really is good beneath the cesspool and degeneration that is surface level. You just gotta dive a little deeper. But our lack of exploration into other games outside those we find comfortable limits us from seeing what gaming truly is. Art. Single-player games are amazing forms of art that push the media forward. Single-player is king in this industry because what multiplayer game have fans checking the fucking moon cycles of an image to get a potential release date for a game trailer? That's what people have been doing for GTA 6, imagine that. But single-player games aren't without their faults. Just like the greed and lack of creativity of multiplayer games, majority of these single-player games fall under what I like to call the Ubisoft curse. What am I doing? Examples being Gotham Knights, Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, Far Cry, Dying Light 2, etc. They have the same quest. Go here, kill 5 enemies, come back and I'll give you some gold.
Go do this. Bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
And these games have the same Ubisoft filler map icons on the map that fills up space on the map. Don't even get me started. Like everyone's golden boy, golden gaming poster child, Ghost of Tsushima. You're not safe, and Horizon Forbidden West, you aren't either. Just because your NPCs look 4K HD, that doesn't mean you get a pass. Howdy! What are you guys doing here? Ooh. Editing Nathan here. I just wanted to expand on this point a little bit more just so no one got on my case. I love Ghost of Tsushima, I love Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, amazing stories, amazing games, but the open worlds can be boring. I love Ghost of Tsushima's world, it's so beautiful, masterpiece. But when the majority of the things I'm doing are, hey, my uncle hasn't got back into me for in a while, and you need to go to his house, but then you gotta follow some blood trails and activate your detective mode, and then tell me what happened when you come back to me, please. It gets repetitive, it feels like filler, etc. Thank you. Developers will sacrifice quality for quantity 99% of the time because it's easier to fill a game and claim it's finished that way. Especially in a world where games are coming out buggy, unoptimized, way more than they used to. What? Oh.
You ready?
Miles.
Where is his model? And I don't want to complain about Ubisoft for a whole video because I could, but their influence has plagued the majority of open world titles in the gaming industry. So once again, only playing open world games bloated with content will lead you to get bored. It's not just multiplayer games that can lead to this boredom. Try other things. And I absolutely love PlayStation exclusives, but the majority of them are father figures with child. They're rated M for mature, third person, action adventure games where you fight enemies, do some exploring with your child, or your side character, and you two bond, but your father figure hates the child, but they bond throughout the game, and the side character almost dies. Ooh, you got your whole white marks on walls and on climbable objects because gamers are too stupid to know where to go while they climb. Same deal with the Spider-Man games. If you forced me to play Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2 back to back, I would probably off myself because the gameplay loops are so similar. And I know you can't change much with them for obvious reasons. I don't want to ride the damn subway like people on Twitter were complaining because I would just be playing man. But the open world activities in these games are lackluster and repetitive too. And this is a broad oversimplification of these games, but I want to show you how when all you're doing is sticking to one way of playing games, you're gonna get bored. I believe that you can play a Far Cry game and have fun, maybe. And obviously you can have fun with God of War or Uncharted, but when you really start to look at these games as a whole, you see the similarities and why it is so important to play different experiences so you don't get bored of the medium as a whole. Because when you isolate games as a whole and turn what you play from this to this, you can really experience and fall in love with these games and gaming as a whole. Because gaming, just like everything, should be done in moderation. I believe that when you play multiplayer games, switch the games you play, the genre, how you play it, what modes you play, who you play with, etc. With Fortnite's new season and chapter, I've been having a blast playing it with friends again. Not an ad.
Oh, I am ready. Now. Oh my. Peter can't be doing all that, bro. That's not Peter. That's penis.
And jamming out in Guitar Hero mode is so fun as well, I can't lie.
Grown men, bro. Please give me Gangnam Style. Please, yes.
Nah, just jumping out in his chair. This is so embarrassing. For Christmas, I'm gonna get you a dildo attachment for your gaming chair.
What? Happy birthday, bro.
I've been playing the finals as well, and that's some of the most fun I've had of playing multiplayer games in a while.
Oh.
Holy, that LMG. Oh, they're stealing.
No! Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, he's trolling. We just lost.
Lego Fortnite is even the thing. Imagine telling your 2018 self that Fortnite would have Lego survival mode. Go try that. Go try everything. Try new things. Single player games, do the same things. Change up the genre. Try an indie game. Go back and play an old game. Don't long for the past though, is my point. Because it's gone, unfortunately. And as a consumer, because we all are consumers in this gaming industry, please be careful, because game companies feed off of your boredom, your nostalgia. Fortnite even came back with OG Fortnite to feed off your nostalgia, and it worked! And nostalgia is never going away. In 5 years' time, guaranteed, we'll be talking about how we miss Red Dead Redemption 2 so much when Grand Theft Auto 6 is out. It's a never-ending cycle of longing for simplicity of how life was when you were playing these games, not the games themselves. These companies do shitty and terrible things to their employees all the time, all with the big promise of the next big thing. So screw them. The next big thing we should really be focusing on is us, each other, you. Now let me read you this quote from the same book, Either Or, from Kierkegaard. Since boredom advances and boredom is the root of all evil, no wonder then that the world goes backwards, that evil spreads. This can be traced back to the very beginning of the world. The gods were bored, therefore they created human beings. Adam was bored because he was alone, therefore Eve was created. Since that moment, boredom entered the world and grew in quantity in exact proportion to the growth of population. Adam was bored alone, then Adam and Eve were bored together, then Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel were bored en famille. It's French for with one's family. After that, the population of the world increased and the nations were bored en masse in a group altogether. To amuse themselves, they hit upon the notion of building a tower so high that it could reach the sky. Do you get where I'm going with this? What one philosophy class does to a motherfucker. My point is that boredom will never stop, and the next big thing is all around us. That's the reason why I went outside to record this section. There's people hiking, there was a guy riding a tricycle earlier, there's people playing soccer over there, there's families bonding and kids making childhood memories. I'm witnessing it all in real time. And then let me relate it back to video games. There are tens of thousands of games that you can discover and find and recapture that childhood love that you so long for. Games that can change your perspective on the world around you, or are just fun. In moderation, I even think that Call of Duty, NBA 2K, and FIFA can still be some of the most fun gaming experiences that you can have. But remember, in moderation. I recall playing Modern Warfare 3's beta, and I was having a really fun time just destroying people on Rust. But then I play it more, I got bored of the same thing. And I don't want to leave this video off with the simplest solution of just play other video games, because that in and of itself is fleeting, because sometimes it isn't that simple. These people that buy the same game over and over again are stuck in a loop. A death loop. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck, that game was ass, by the way. That game was bad. Most people combat boredom with something that gives them pleasure, but pleasure is temporary. It exhausts itself. So immersing in video games for hours and hours on end gets boring, so you have to move on to something else. But then it gets boring when you switch to a new game, and then you move on to a new game. You enter a sort of meta boredom that's hard to escape. So my solution is a hard truth. Video games are fun, but they might just not be your thing anymore. Fully. Oh, the lights are on. Oh shit, okay, shit. Go outside and touch grass. I know the classic statement that everyone makes fun of, but it has some validity to it. But go on walks, meet new people, go work out. I know I can't talk. Look at my damn shirt, by the way. Get out of your comfort zone, and little by little break the never-ending cycle of combating your boredom with video games. And this video can be really flipped. If you're bored and all you do is work out or listen to one genre of music, try something else, do something else as a hobby, listen to new music. It's all the same. Pick up a book, watch a new TV show or a movie. There is so much media besides just video games games that you can consume, that you shouldn't just be playing CSGO 2 or Valorant, because you need to try new things. Gaming is so broad. It can go from visual novels to the Alan Wake 2 to Witcher 3. You can play almost whatever you want, whenever you want. Immerse yourself in different types of arts, different types of media that are out there, and lose yourself in it all, because it can really be some of the most beautiful things you can do, immersing yourself in new types of things. Fuck, I went skydiving a few weeks ago, and being up there in the sky was actually pure serenity once the parachute deployed, because you never know what's gonna happen before that happens. It made me realize that I'm turning 19 next year, which is basically 20, and that means I'm pushing 30, which is close to 40, and 40 and 50 are basically the same thing, so you might as well round that shit up to 100. But when I die, I would be so disappointed if I had a whole look at my timeline of my life as a whole, and that timeline of my life was given to playing the same video games in my free time and watching those same video games on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, and just doing the same thing over and over again. That's insanity. And not trying to experience life's seemingly endless possibilities. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I know the classic saying, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, do this, do that, turn on notifications. But really, if you did make it all the way to the end, please, please, I'm new to making video essays like this, and I bet the people behind me playing soccer right now think I'm a fucking psychopath, but I'm new to making these kind of videos. I love doing them though. I've made a few in my life, and I want to keep doing it, so please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what I got right, tell me what I got wrong, give me your thoughts about the whole situation as a whole, what you've done to break the cycle, what you want to do to break the cycle, games that you've played or have yet to play that you want me to talk about, or that you want to talk about with other people. Just comment. I want this to be like a thread where people can just understand where other people are coming from and get advice and learn from one another, because I feel like that in and of itself is what the gaming community can do at its best. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/YouKnowNate. Please just drop a follow. I'm gonna try to be more consistent on there, and yeah, just tell me what I got right, tell me what I got wrong. Tell me what games I should make video essays on. I have a video planned for next month. I'm gonna try to do at least a video a month of higher quality each time, and yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing day, and just be safe out there in this little big world we call home. Okay, I'm gonna go die. Thank you so much for watching.